Customizing your fib targets couldn't get any easier. This is one feature a lot of people have wanted but didn't even know it existed until now. So while you wait, why don't you take the opportunity, if you have seen a few of our videos, to go ahead and slap the subscribe button, as we really do appreciate you guys watching and really don't want you to miss anything. So maybe you're new to our tool, or maybe you've had it for a long time, perhaps you don't even own it yet, but you want to see how flexible it is. Well, modifying fib targets and setting up your tool to fit your needs exactly can save you tons of time with your charting and figuring out your targets. Okay, so first let's draw in a pattern. We're using our semi-automated drawing tool, but it works the same way if you use our automatic indicator. I'm now going to draw in a level resistance, which if you're not sure how to do, watch the video on support and resistance. It's a very logical way to do it, so be sure to check that out. I'll put the link in the description below. Finally, I'm just going to use a tool here to draw in a risk versus reward so that the ratio between my stop and target is in place. And then you can see here in gray, we have 3 fib numbers representing certain target levels. We're just going to show you how to walk through customizing these, and to do that you're just going to right click on the pattern itself so that you see it selected by all the circular dots. Okay, go down to properties and you're going to want to look for one called fib targets, and beside it it will say 3 fib targets. Okay, so if you click on that, a field will come up, another box, and it will tell you what those 3 fib levels are and allow you to edit them. So now you can just remove levels, you can add them in, you can change the color and the styles for the existing ones. So let's change the 382 to a green, and we'll set the 618 to a yellow, and we'll make the line a little bit thicker because perhaps it's more important to us, and then we'll make the 886 a deep pinkish red color. Okay, so now let's add in a new fib for our 1618, and this will be in white just to make things really thick. I'm not using any specific levels that I use, I'm just showing you how to edit these. So press OK, and we're going to return back to the main property window. Now if we wanted this to be the default settings every single time we draw the pattern, we want to save this as a template. So go ahead and click on templates and then save, and you must call this the word default for the settings to load up each and every time that way. If the template already exists, replace it and just press OK, and you'll be back on that main window. Okay, presto. Now there's one more thing. If we want that font to be a little bit smaller or bigger, or you might want to see it more clearly, all we have to do is go back into our properties window, and this time you're looking for properties called the fib font. So expand that down and you can get a little bit more settings to play with. I'm going to check bold. I'm going to increase my font to 24 pixels. There is one other customization that we can do to these fib targets. Okay, if you look for a properties box called fib target display format, you can see it says price beside it. Okay, meaning that the value for the fib, we have the price of that level. So the 382 would be at this price. Okay, maybe we might want to know how many pips it would be down there, or how much of a percentage change it would be. We can make anything we really want out of these selected values. I like to know the price, so I'm going to leave it there, but you can change it to whatever you want. Remember, after making any changes, save, and you'll always have to call it default if you want it to appear that way every single time. So don't forget to grab our free Priceline indicator as well as our free news indicator that draws news events on your charts. You can also review the support and resistance video that we referenced to in this video, and I'll put a link there in the description below.